Despite that very analytical and balanced perspective, which was actually quite comforting to me from Menzi Ndlovu, I have to say, Lucky Lukhele's contribution to this discussion on Eswatini was chilling and disturbing. Chilling, obviously, because of the nature of repression that, just given a little bit of air, flares up, which indicates there's probably much worse that's been going on for much longer, and disturbing because I don't know about you, but until these things flared up into flames, I wasn't paying a great deal of attention to what's happening in Eswatini. And that's right next door. And it's important to mention that, because when people say, why are you protesting? Why do you burn things? Why do they have to destroy property? You can see that it seems to be the only way really to get bigger attention, I suppose, greater attention on issues. I'm not justifying it by any means, but it's very disturbing that we had to come to this point. More importantly, though, it is the job of the Department of International Relations and Cooperation to be paying attention to this on a regular basis. And I really am frustrated at not only the response here in Eswatini, or the lack of response from the South African government, DIRCO, and apparently it would seem from SADC as well. But the comparison of that to how quickly they were ready to respond on Israel, for example, thousands of kilometers away. How little we've heard from the government about the insurgency in the Tigray and the fact that Mekele was taken over by rebel forces just this week, and how quickly they were to respond on Israel. We've seen this movie before with respect to Zimbabwe, which of course Lucky alluded to, that the quiet diplomacy simply doesn't work. And the chilling concern that I have within South Africa, of course, is particularly against a backdrop which showed African nations showing such consistent and outspoken solidarity for South Africans during apartheid. We are deathly silent. And it's an insulting kind of silence. And there's a real issue here with how our president, our international relations, and SADC deal with fellow African leaders. There's some kind of pact of, well, not mutually assured destruction, but certainly mutually assured protection that must be broken. Too quick to say Western leaders must give us the vaccines, but not quick enough to say, excuse me, Mnangagwa, was that a coup? Was it? I feel very strongly that we need to hold our international relations and our president, particularly as a former AU chair, much more to account.
Breakfast with Refilwe on Cape Talk.